I started my day by doing some productive work, like I push up 10 push up, no, 20 push up, and breathing just for and staying in silence. That was not much, but yes, I did. So what the thing initially my morning was good, and then there was some kind of distractions. So in this, from morning to evening, what happened, just I am telling that thing, and it was not successful at all. It was really not successful day, because in between there were many temptations in the mind, and then that that let me control. And what I have learned in throughout the day, like most of my coming days and the past days I have passed and learned from that, is learning is not as like effective for me, I can say, because the only thing is left is implementations. Until and unless I am not going to implement, then it is not going to work at all. So it's about mood. So in between, yes, I studied for few minutes, a few like for few minutes, and after that it was something like there were like let's eat junk food, let's try to sleep, let's watch movies. These kind of things appears in mind. And this is the challenges that appears. You try to like just you promise yourself that I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to eat junk food, I'm not going to like do these kind of things. But in the journey, in the temptation journey, like usually the one gets tempted towards that, and just break the cycle of like commitment. And here the problem arises. Every failure happens to the here micro failure. And I suggest myself that not to do at all. After a while, I did those kind of things, like, but I didn't try to push myself to go within, go beyond that. I took those I just broke those commitments. Yes. And here the lesson is something. For me, what I have learned is simply just in during day there is something kind of like boring kind of things happens in mind, and that has to be like let it go. I i i have just think I'm just thinking about these things. That has to be let it go. In reality, it has to be go as boring as, because boring is the only one thing that is real. And I was trying to escape from the reality, and that I have mentioned to myself to not to go against the reality, not to just like move, not to just choose the easy path. But in between I have chosen the easy path. I get into my bed, I just watched YouTube videos and all, like that was like temptations, and that let me fail. So this is a macro failure, and this is going to compound each and every day. That is going to compound. So it is not a small mistake, I can say. It is really not a small mistake. I took packet of chips, I ate this, that is also a mistake for me, because I have said yes, sometime it is good, but yes, I have not done that as much. I control a most, but that also compounds as well, I can say. And that this is the reality actually. Micro failure that is going to compound at all. So what the lesson is, in between there is going in the middle of the day there is going to like a something kind of boring things, and that is going to suck at all. So something temptation in thoughts, something like let's be comfortable, let's not study, let's do something interesting. And in the way to find the interesting things, like we forget the most important things, what we have to do actually, what we have to do actually, the most important things. And here the biggest problem arises. And I think that why we could not able to achieve the things, why we not able to reach our potential. Here the mistake happens during the day. uh, our day success does not went does not go successfully. Here's the problem, I think so. So this was my day. I've done some like a few productive works, but I don't think I've done because that let me disappointed. But it's a journey. I'll just practice doing the things what I have to do really actually. So thank you.